watching Thrifty Kaniffy. Hello everyone and welcome to Thrifty Kaniffy. Well, today we're going to be looking at a queen knife. And there's the box it comes in. Pretty basic. Magnetic style close. Get the felt line cut out. And some desiccant in there. Model number here is the QN47WB. We get country of origin of China and a cancer warning. So the QN47WB is this fella right here. This is the Winterbottom bone half Whittler from Queen. Measures 3.5 inches closed. You get a swell center on the handle. This bolster a little larger than the one on the left. And you get blades that pivot on either end. We have a clip point blade on this side. And then a pin blade on this side. And you can get a good better idea of the swell center when I hold it up like that. It makes it a little easier to see. It's not very pronounced, but it's there. But let's look at the exterior before we get into the blades. And we've got a couple of nickel silver bolsters on either end there, and they're both plain, no pinch or stripe or anything like that. We've got some brass pins, it looks like, and that beautiful Winterbottom bone style jigging on here. And again, the Queen shield is a crown with the Queen script written into the shield there. If we turn it over, we can see it's pretty consistent on both sides. Fit and finish, we have pins that are really nicely filed down and everything feels very, very comfortable. I would say that the maybe just the mid pin here is just ever so slightly proud, but you can just barely feel it. The inlay of the shield is really well done. Transitions to the bolsters are again really smooth. And much the same on this side, just a little bit proud on that middle pin there, just enough to just barely feel it. No edginess to the top or bottom of the bone here. I'm feeling really smooth. That's been really well done. It feels like it's been finished and some attention to detail has been given to this knife. Really like that. On the bottom we have brass liners with that one stainless steel spring. And you can see maybe just a minor amount of gapping here at the bottom, but it is, again, very, very thin there. Now, this knife costs $12.39 on Chicago Knife Works. It's $14.99 on Smoky Mountain Knife Works. So, pretty inexpensive knife. Much like the Queen Barlow, it was a really good value. Now, let's talk a little bit about the half Whittler before we look at the blades. The half Whittler is a little bit of a debated pattern name as to whether it really is a true pattern. Case has been using that name for a design they use, and all it is really a knife that shares a single spring with two blades, and typically a clip blade on one end and a pin blade on the other. So this is pretty typical of what the pattern would be, but it could be argued that this is just a pen knife, a swell setter pen knife. So you call it what you like, but Queen's calling it a half Whittler, so that's what we're going to call it. Now the main blade here, again, like I say, is a clip point blade. Let's take a measurement of that. You have a 2.5 inch full length with a cutting edge of about 2 1/8. Get a match strike pull on this guy. So a little bit of an accoutrement there, and then you have the blade etching with the Queen steel, and then the tang etch that just says Queen. On the back you get the blade steel style, which is 440C or material, and then the country of origin China. Let's look at the blade edge. That looks pretty even. Not too bad. A little bit heavy maybe right here at the choil. Other side. probably a little better, a little more consistent. But the edge on it, I have no complaints. It's pretty sharp. Let me do a little cut test. Seems to get through that paper pretty easily. So no qualms with that. Pull on this is really nice. You have half stops on that, by the way. But the pull, I'd say it's right about an 8. 7.5, 8, somewhere right in there. Pretty nice, pretty much ideal. Really good snap for, you know, a smaller blade like that. Backside, yeah, not quite as good a pull there. I'd say probably a 4.5, 5. But you do get, you know, some snap. It's just not very much resistance there. But for that small penknife, I'm okay with that. It has the might strike pull as well. Grind on that could be better. A little heavy at the tip. Yeah, it's particularly on that side. Not quite as even as the other blade. But I can live with that. Half stop again. I can say about 4.5, 5 pull on that one. Not too bad. Again, small blade, so not a huge concern there. But no tang information on this one. Just plain on both sides. And you can see those. The tops are just kind of rolled over a little bit, but there's no swedge. So pretty attractive on the top there, where they've rounded the blades a little bit at the top. Just giving a little more detailed finish on this knife. They really have. Just gone a little extra step on it and done a good job. I don't know if it's just maybe supposed to be a little higher end than the Rough Rider knives, but it seems like their finish is a little better. Just a little more attention to detail. Again, just really, really good value at 15 bucks. It just blows my mind. That's all the more this knife is. Yeah, it's really nice. So if you're into this pattern, I mean, give it a shot. I mean, it's just basically a pen blade. Pen knife. Yeah, pen knife. And, you know, pretty decent size. I mean, it's not too small. 3.5 inches. I'd probably put that in a small slip. With the medium slip or the small? This is a medium, actually. Fits better probably in a medium slip. There you have it. In a Rough Rider medium slip. So it works really good in there. A little bit slender. You could probably get away with this getting it in your fifth pocket knife. Might just poke out a little bit. Give you something to hold on to and grab on it. But I'm liking this thing. This is a new pattern for me. This is not one I've tried before, and I'm into this Winterbottom Bone series. They're just making some really good knives in this Queen. They finish it so well. And I kind of like the shape of this too, you know, not being, this bolster's a little extended, you know, comes out a little longer than a lot of knives where they're probably only maybe about 3/4 the length of the bolster there that these are. But these elbows are really well rounded over. Not, you know, it's sticking up just a bit, but it's not a big deal. It's just barely hanging up out over the top of the channel there. Same with that side. So it's just a really well made knife. Hard to believe you can get this for what you can get it for. So I give this a double thumbs up. I mean, I don't know what you want in a knife if you can't be happy with this for $15. So there you have it, guys. There's my review. I like it. I'm a fan. Give me some more of these. In fact, I'll probably keep exploring this Winterbottom Bone series. It may not be the last knife I review in that series. But that's going to do it for me. Make sure you hit the bell to be made aware of videos when they drop. Make sure you hit the like button if you like it. I like it. I like this knife. And make sure you're subscribed if you're not. We'll see you next time, guys. Take care.